Hey everybody, Ben Anderson, Diamondback Shooting Sports here, making my YouTube, Instagram debut, I guess. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Mean Arms Uppers with PCC State coming, or PCC Worlds, with PCC Worlds coming into play next week. These are making an appearance there, but what you'll see on the Mean Arms is the mall version. So this is our base Mean Arms version. Done a little bit to it here. The main difference between this and the mall is going to be that forend from Unrivaled, and then the carrier, the lightened bolt carrier group as well from Unrivaled. I do have everything else that would be in your mall here. That is the brake from Unrivaled and the captured buffer from Unrivaled as well, specifically made for the Mean Arms upper. So this is just an upper that you would purchase. Fits on any standard AR-15 lower. I choose to run the full Magpul mags, some Magpul mags with the Mean Arms inserts, or their 40 round mags from Mean Arms themselves. That's my preferred because I like it to feel like an AR-15 when I'm training. But if you were running something with Glock mags, it would work fine there as well. So far so good as far as running the gun. I played a lot with a lot of different PCCs. And when it comes down to it, they have a lot of malfunctions. That's pretty typical. This guy does not. I have got a lot of rounds through it, and I have had one malfunction that I can think of in all of them. They get dirty after about 2,000 rounds. You have to clean them, but before that, you can just oil it up and keep going for those of us that love to maintain our guns. So what I have here is the 11-inch, and that matches the mall length. This guy is a 14.5, and I do have an Lantac 9mm brake on there. I don't know if you can see it real good, but you can kind of see where the carbon is starting to build in here. And that's just really typical with 9mm brakes in general. The brake that they ship this with from Mean is not the greatest brake in the world. Sorry guys at Mean Arms, I love you, but just telling you how it is and the truth. They put a jam nut on there for their brake. I'd suggest pulling it off and popping something else on there. I found a little bit more accuracy out of that with the harmonics tightening up on the barrel. But you can see through this guy, there's no build-up really at all through that. It's a really, really nice brake on there. I did not tune this one out. I just have it stock and it works great. To get into the nitty-gritty of what makes this system so freaking unique, it is the bolt carrier group. That is their bearing delay, and I don't know how much we can see that one kind of popping up there. That's when it's locked into place, fires, it pushes down on these bearings, allowing it to kind of have that delay before that rearward movement of the bolt carrier happens. So to break this down, let's just kind of show you real quick. Comes out, falls through. That's a two-piece locking system. And this is the bread and butter of it. We have a captured firing pin in there, but if you just lift that up, the firing pin comes out. Spring around the firing pin. And the bread and butter is our lifters. So this is a K lifter. I've been running the K lifters. Thanks to the guys at Mean Arms for giving me an M lifter. I really appreciate it. I've been running it with the 124s. It does a little bit better with. But specifically with this, I like the Supervel. I like the Supervel PCC ammo, the 100 grain Blitz ammo. Just makes power factor at 130, 135, and for competition USPSA. And with the K lifter, it's a recoil delete system. There's no recoil to this pupper. It's dead flat when you're shooting it. So you can see kind of on the front here, we got these 3 different grooves, and that's what's going to meet up with those ball bearings. Now the different lifters, what they do is they change the channel on those. And so that way we get either more or less of a delay in those lifters. They have a specific list that comes with the instruction manual from Mean Arms, where it will tell you if you want to run suppressed, if you're running a 147 grain sub rather than a 100 grain Blitz. If I'm trying to run it full auto and suppressed, there might be a different version that you'd want, a different combination that we'd want to build in there for that lifter. But keep it kind of short and sweet for you guys. I'm really enjoying these Mean Arms uppers. These are, if we look at it that way, this is the mall I have at home. So the main difference that's left now, like I said, between this and the mall is that unrivaled forend and that lightened carrier group. Those are the two main differences after building this. MSRP on these uppers, you're looking anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 depending on the length. We have them on sale at the shop right now at Diamondback. They're on the wall if you wanted to come grab one. I won't tell you the price because it's too low to advertise. So there's that. But thanks guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy, and we'll see you again.